So here what we are going to do, we are going to rotate this entire triangle by applying any angle with respect to any particular point. So now it is up to you about which point you want to rotate the remaining points. So you need to tell me which point should be considered as reference point. You can go with any point, it's up to you. Tell me so that in this example we can use that point as a reference point. So out of all 3 points, what do you think, which point we should consider as a reference point? Tell me.
B, sir.
B, okay, great. So let's say we are going to consider x or y r, which is B, and where the coordinates are 15, 50. This is our reference point. This is our reference point. So now we'll have to rotate the remaining 2 points, which is A and C, which is 5, 15. So individually for each point we need to apply both the equations. First we will apply both the equations to point A to find the new values, and then we will apply the same equations to point C. So again for C also we will find the new values, and once we will get the new values for both the points, we will try to place both the points in a graph, and we will be able to see that what kind of rotation we are getting. Any doubts so far?
सर हमें सिर्फ ये फॉर्मूलाज से ही मतलब है ना अभी?
करेक्ट you just need to, yes,
इनका कोई मतलब हमें जो आपने जब कल कराया था उससे थोड़ी लेना देना?
Yeah, these are the equations which we have derived yesterday only. So now once you have derived the equations, once you know the equations, you just need to deal with the equations only.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So now let's apply the equations for the first point for A, which is 10, 10. Now for this point, we can say that xy is 10, 10. Yes or no? If I talk about xy, and it is 10, 10, because I am going to rotate the first point, which is point A. So for me x and y is 10, 10. For me x or y is, what is the value at x or y?
15, 15.
Correct, it is 15, 15. And whatever angle you want to apply, that you need to use. So let me go with theta. Now you tell me what angle we need to apply. Do you want to apply 45, 60, 30, 90? Whatever angle you want to apply, you can. But whatever angle you apply, you need to know the value for that angle.
90.
Let me go. Okay, as of now, let me go with 90. Then we will try to go with 60 and 30 as well. So let's say theta is 90. That's it. Now use both the equations and put the values accordingly. So for this point, if I will try to put the values, then it will be x dash is equal to xr, which is 15, plus x minus xr, which is 10 minus 15, cos 90, minus y minus yr, which is again 10 minus 15, and sin 90. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Same case you can do for y dash. Y dash is equal to yr, which is 15. Again x minus xr, so it will be again 10 minus 15. Now instead of cos, it is sine. Angle is 90, plus y minus yr, which is 10 minus 15, cos 90. Now just solve these equations. So we'll get the value x dash is equal to 15 plus cos 90 is 0. So entire term is 0. So it is 0 minus 10 minus 15, which is, what is the answer?
Minus
10?
5.
Minus 5.
Correct. And sin 90 is 1. Similarly for y dash, it will be 15 plus 10 minus 15, which is minus 5. Sin 90 is 1 plus cos 90 is 0. So entire term is 0. Any doubt so far?
No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Now if I resolve both the equations, then it will be 15 minus minus plus 5. So what is the answer?
20.
20. Correct? Similarly,
Yes,
for
sir.
y dash,
10 sir.
15 minus 5,
Nine.
which is 10. Yeah. So our point was A. Now for this point, we have got the new value a dash, which is 2010. Any doubt so far?
No sir.
No, sir.
Similarly, let's find the new value for point C, which is 515 in this case, 515. So again, now the value of x and y would be 5 and 15. X or y will be same. What is x or y? It is 15, 15. And the angle is also same. So theta is 90. Just apply the equations. X dash is equal to xr, which is 15, plus x minus xr. What is x?
5.
5. 5 minus 15 into cos 90 minus y minus yr. What is y? Y is 15.
15 minus 15.
15 minus 15 sin 90. And same thing for y dash. It is yr plus x minus xr, which is 5 minus 15 sin 90, plus y minus yr, which is 15 minus 15 into cos 90. Let's find x dash. So it will be 15 plus cos 90 is 0, so entire term is 0, minus 15 minus 15, which is 0, 0 into 1, which is again 0. So finally we'll get 15 only. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
For y dash, it will be 15 plus 5 minus 15, which is minus 10, into sin 90, which is 1, plus 15 minus 15 is 0, and cos 90 is also 0. Again resolve it. 15 minus 10 is equal to 5. Is it fine? 15 and 5.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
So our point was C, where the original coordinates were 5 and 15. After rotation, we are getting the new point, which is C dash, where the values are 15 and 5. Now let's try to plot both the things in a graph. Our first point is 20, 10. Let me draw this in graph 20 and 10. So here it was 15, then here it will be 18 and 21. Point 20, 10. Yeah. So 20 it would be somewhere around here, and 10 it would be somewhere around here. So we hope that it will be somewhere around here. Fine. Here it is 20 and here it is 10. Slightly it could be somewhere around here. And what is the next point? 15, 5. 15 is here, and where is 5? 5 could be here. Yeah. So here it is 15 and 5, and our reference point is 15, 15. So it means I'm talking about this point. So this point is common. See, this point is common. Now if you draw the line, and you can see your triangle is getting rotated at an angle of 90. In between each line you will get 90 angle. What do you think? Is it so? Yes or no? See,
Sir.
this angle is 90. This angle is also 90. Yes.
हाँ सर वही पूछ रहा था.
या देखो यहाँ पे जो लाइन है, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस लाइन, उसकी जो 90 एंगल वाली लाइन है वो ये हो गई हमारी. सो इन बिटवीन बोथ द लाइंस द एंगल इज 90. सिमिलरली वट एवर लाइन इज हियर, दिस लाइन इज द रोटेटेड लाइन and this angle is 90. As of now I have not clearly used the pixel, that is why it seems slighter below 90 or above 90. Otherwise it is the perfect rotated object. Fine.
Yes sir.
Yeah, so same thing you can do for any object. If you want to rotate any kind of polygon like square, rectangle, pentagon, hexagon, if you want to rotate any kind of object, then you need to decide whether you want to rotate an object with respect to origin or with respect to reference point, so that accordingly your object gets rotated. Done. Now, as we have enough time, I don't want to start the new transformation, which is scaling. In the next week, we will start the scaling transformation, but still we have enough time. So let's try to implement rotation with respect to origin programmatically. Fine. Are you ready? So that I can explain it programmatically and we can rotate the object.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So for that, let me just start the turbo editor. So initially we will try to use the equations for rotation with respect to origin, because we are going to rotate an object with respect to origin, and we know the equations for rotation with respect to origin, right? So what we will do, first we will ask user to enter everything. Let me just define the appropriate header file. Need graphics as well. And void main, detect the driver, integer gd equal to init graph and gd and gm c3 and bgm. Let me just test it. 100 100 200 200 ch and yeah, so it is working fine. Now what we want, instead of this line, we want user to enter something. So let's say initially let us talk about line only, so you can ask user to enter the value. Coordinates for line like x1 y1 and x2 y2. So user will enter 4 values. Let me scan it. Percentage d, percentage d, percentage d, percentage d, and x1 and x2. Let me define all the variables here, x1, y1 and y2. Now you need to ask user to enter an angle as well. So let's give, or before getting the angle, let me just draw this line. Whatever value user will give, accordingly we need to draw the line. So we are going to draw line from x1 y1 to x2 y2. So that line will be displayed, and then we will ask user to enter an angle also. Have to scan that also. Scanf percentage d and get that also. So far, is it fine what we have done?
Yes, sir.
So here what will happen? See, once I'll run the file, we'll get the message, enter the coordinates for line x1 y1 and x2 y2. So if I'm giving 100 100 and 200 200, you can see it displays a vertical inclined line, and now you need to give an angle, and as of now it doesn't do anything because we have not written the code. So now we have angle, we have all the points. So for both the points we just need to use the equation with respect to rotation with respect to origin, and we need to use both the equations for both the points to find two new coordinates, and then you can pass all new coordinates in the line and you will get the rotated line. समझ में आ रहा है क्या अभी हम करने वाले हैं?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
हमारा जो पहला पॉइंट है x1 y1, उसके लिए if I apply the equations for rotation with respect to origin, then instead of x dash, let me write x11, because I am if I write x dash, then it will be treated as a character. So let me write x11. What was the equation for rotation with respect to origin? X dash was
X cos theta minus y sin theta.
correct. x cos theta minus y sin theta. So in my case, my x and y will be treated as x1 and y1. Yes or no?
हाँ, yes sir.
Because I am applying the formulas for this point x1 y1. So instead of x I can write x1. So it will be x1 into cos, instead of theta I am using angle, minus y1 into sine and angle. Similarly for y, y11 is equal to it is x sine theta, so it is x1 into sine angle plus y1 into cos angle. This is how we can get the new values. Let me print the values so that we can come to know whether we get the correct values or not. And y11 are percentage d, So it is not advisable to use percentage d, because when you will go with sine and cos, you may get fractional value as well. And so for this example, it is not advisable to go with integer data type. So let me just change it. Instead of integer, let me go with float everywhere. Are you getting me why I am going with float?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
x11 y11 and x22 y22. Let me define it. Here also let me change the access specifier. Everywhere I need to go with f. Go with f, and here also it is f. So now, for example, my point is 100 and angle is 90. Then what could be the answer for x11 and y11? Can anyone tell me? I am talking about point 100. What should be the answer?
सर x11 100 होगा.
-100.
Minus 100. Yes, it is not plus 100.
हाँ हाँ.
Because cos 90 will be 0, so this entire term is 0. Here sin 90 is 1 and y1 is 100, so minus 100. And for y11,
Y kai 100 only.
correct. So this is what I'll get, or I should get. Let me write it here. We should get minus 100 and 100. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's try to print the value to see whether we are getting the output or not. Yeah, we need to declare the header file math.h, because I'm using the mathematical functions. Include math.h. That's fine. Let me give 100 and 200 and angle is 90. So I'm getting minus 134 and 44. What do you think? Is it correct or wrong?
Wrong.
Wrong.
Correct, Yogesh.
No, it is
अलग
not correct.
दिखा.
It is not correct. Correct value must be minus 100 and 100. If it is not minus 100, then it should be minus 99.99 something. There could be fractional error, but if you are getting minus 134, then this is totally a wrong value. So can anyone tell me what could be the reason why I am not getting the correct answer? Even though I am using the correct equations, I am following the correct rules. Why I am not getting the perfect value? What could be the reason? Yes, anyone?
No idea sir.
Do you know the concept of angle, where you have two options? I think in your 10th standard, I don't know whether you have covered it or not, but in 12th mathematics it is there. Once you are playing with angle, there could be two types of angle. Angle could be in radian and angle could be in degree also. Have you ever seen this concept? Whenever you are talking about angle, then you may have two possibilities. Either your angle could be in degree or it could be in radian. If you are having scientific calculator, then in that case you can find that option. If you want sine 90 where 90 is degree, then you will get different answer, and if you will give sine 90 where 90 is radian, then you may get different value. So here we need to convert the angle into degree. As of now, whatever angle I am giving, after all it is an integer value only. It is not converted into degree. And to convert your angle into degree, you need to divide your angle by, you need to multiply your angle by pi by 190. Sorry, pi by 180. Whatever angle you are using, you need to multiply your angle with pi by 180 so that your angle can be converted into degree. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So here let's do the same thing. I want to update the value of angle by doing angle into, what is the value of pi? 3.14.
22/7.
3.14.
3.14.
Yeah, or 22 by 7, both are same. So 3.14 by 180. So now the angle is converted into degree, and whatever angle I am using now, it should give the correct answer. Let me see. 100, 200, 200, and angle is 90. And you can see now it gives minus 99.92. So which is slightly minus 100. Minor fractional error is there. So that we can understand it is due to the value of pi, which is 3.14, which is not the accurate value. That's why we may get minor difference. And for y it was 100. Here it shows that it is 100.079. So after all, it is correct value. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's do the same thing for the remaining 2 points for x2 and y2 for the remaining point. Let's apply the same equation. So x22 is equal to, let me just copy it. Instead of 1 1, let me use 2 2. Instead of x1, now I am talking about x2. y1, now I am talking about y2. That's it. Otherwise, the remaining thing is as it is. Are you getting me what I have done?
Yes, sir.
So now instead of displaying the values, let me just put all values in the function itself. Let's use line function. I want to draw line from x11, y11 to x22, y22. So here we are assuming that we are getting the perfect values. Fine. So this line, whatever line we are displaying here, it must be a line after rotation. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. So let's run this file again, and let me give the coordinates 100, 100, 200, 200, and angle is 90. So I am getting the values, but line is not visible. Can anyone tell me what could be the reason why I am not getting the new line?
सर
Why
न्यू
I am,
लाइन स्क्रीन में बाहर जाता
yes, your new line is having coordinates where you can see the negative values are there. Fine. So line is there, line is displayed, but it is not in our screen. हमारा जो बाजू वाला है उसकी स्क्रीन में हमें देखना पड़ेगा. Fine. So just to see whether it has rotated the line or not, what you can do, you can just translate the line. For example, if I'm getting minus 100 value, and if I'm adding something, let's say I'm adding 200 to see whether I'm getting the perfect line or not. Everywhere, let's add 200. I think for y we may not get negative values, but still let me edit and let's run this file again. You can see now the line is visible. Fine. Earlier it was having negative values. What we have done, we have added something. We have added certain pixels to the original coordinates so that now it is visible inside the screen. And now in between both
Sir.
the lines, yes.
નેગેટિવ વેલ્યુ તો તોય છે જ ને.
Yeah, negative values are there. So this is not the perfect rotation. Perfect rotation will be outside the screen. But here I just want to explain you that this is not that we are not getting the rotation. Rotation is there. तो उसको डिस्प्ले करने के लिए मैंने यहाँ पे कुछ डिस्टेंस ऐड किया. Otherwise, whatever new coordinates you are getting, this line is not for that. Are you getting me?
Okay. Yes, sir.
अगर वो स्क्रीन के बाहर है तो मैं आपको कैसे समझाऊंगा, इसलिए मैंने क्या किया, उसमें कुछ डिस्टेंस ऐड कर दिया ताकि वो आपको अभी दिखाई दे. So now you can see you are getting the new line, and in between both the lines the angle is 90. Are you able to understand? The angle is 90, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So this is how you can rotate the object. Now what we will do, we are going to perform the same thing, but instead of rotation with respect to origin, let's try to use the equations for rotation with respect to reference point. Now tell me which point I should consider as a reference point.
Sir, x2, y2.
X2, Y2. Okay, so we are not going to use this thing. I don't want to draw the line. I don't want to print it. I don't want these equations as well. Now we have the coordinates of line. We have the value of angle, and angle is converted into degree as well. Now let's use the equations to rotate the remaining point, which is x1, y1. So for us, reference points are x2, y2. So let's define it. Let me go with xr, yr. And here you can assign the value xr is equal to x2 and yr is equal to y2. Are you getting me what I have done?
Yes, sir.
So we are going to consider this second point as a reference point. So x2 and y2 will be treated as xr, yr. Now, based on the equations of rotation with respect to reference point, we are going to rotate the first point, which is x1, y1. And you can now use the equations. So let me use the equations. X11 equal to something and y1 equal to something. What is x11? It is xr plus x minus
X
xr.
minus xr cos
So
theta.
in our case it is x1. In our case, x and y will be treated as x1 and y1. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
X minus xr cos theta, so it is cos angle, minus y will be treated as y1, so y minus yr into, which is sine angle. That's it. And same thing you can do for y11, which is yr plus x minus xr into sine angle y minus yr into. Are you getting this? Any doubts so far in these equations?
No, sir.
That's it. We have got the new values, and already we have the reference point, which is x2, y2. So let's try to draw the new line from the reference point to the new point. How can we do that? Line from x2, y2 to the new points, x11, y11. That's it. 100, 200, 200, and let me give 90, and you can see here. Interesting.
Yes, sir.
So now we can say that line is rotated with respect to a particular point, with respect to reference point, which is 200, 200. Let me give different angle as well. Let's go with new values. Let's say 200, 200, and 300, 300. Instead of 90, let me go with 60, and you can see this line is getting rotated at an angle of 60. And you can go with any horizontal line as well. Let me display horizontal line 100, 100, then 200, 100, and now let me give an angle which is 30, and you can see in between both the lines the angle is 30. Yes, are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
sir.
So in today's session we have implemented both the things. We have implemented rotation with respect to origin as well as rotation with respect to reference point. Now whatever we have done for line, Same thing you can do for any object. And so during your free time you can utilize it and just try to perform the same thing for any other object. Let's say either for triangle or for rectangle or square or any polygon. The only thing is whatever number of coordinates you have, you need to apply both the equations to each point. So if you are talking about triangle and if you are going with rotation with respect to reference point, then for triangle, out of 3 points, consider any one point as a reference point. So assign the value and try to rotate the remaining 2 points by following these equations, and then draw the line. So you will get the rotated object. Fine. So if you know this, then in the upcoming sessions we are going to do very interesting thing. What we will do, we will draw something like this, and instead of inside this circle there will be certain lines like this. And we will try to rotate each line within the circle boundary itself, so that it seems that this wheel is moving, this circle is moving. What we will do, we will rotate each line inside this circle, and at the same time this circle will also move from its position to another position. So it's a kind of moving wheel. This is what we are going to do in the upcoming sessions. So here we are going to do the same thing. See, this is the line. So out of this line we can consider this center point as a reference point, and we will just rotate this point. After rotation it will be here, then here, then here, and then we will apply the delay function, so that every time it will take a little bit of time. So if you are free, you can work on this, you can utilize the weekend. Still, if you are not able to do it, we will perform it here only, don't worry. Yeah, so any doubts so far in today's session?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, then try to implement both the things by your own. Try to rotate any object with respect to origin and reference point, so that you will come to know that how you can use the equations, how you can convert your angle into degree, and you'll get the idea.